Hey, thank you everybody for coming. Hopefully you can hear me. I'm not a microphone guy, but I'll use this. That way I don't have to yell. We're here because there's a lot at stake, and we want to make a point. And the point we're trying to make is that we should send nobody to Washington if they're not going to get in front of the constituents and talk about the issues that matter. I'd like to make a brief statement, and then I'd be happy to answer any questions. In 2002, when Melissa Bean challenged Phil Crane, she said the following: "Just so there's no confusion as to my sincere commitment in educating the residents of our district on the issues, I will meet you, Phil Crane, any day, anytime, anywhere." She went on and said, "There are those incumbents who want their records to be known and those that can stand on their records. Phil Crane is not one of them. He knows his record is out of alignment with the people in the district, and he wants to fly under the radar and not debate me. I say, come on out, Mr. Crane, and let's talk about the issues." That was 6 years ago. What happened, Melissa Bean? About a month ago, I extended an invitation to Melissa Bean to join me in a series of 4 town hall style debates, single issue debates to talk about the issues. An hour and a half debate solely devoted to healthcare. Another hour and a half on jobs in the economy, one on immigration and national security, and then a final debate on any issue that any residents in our district wanted to talk about. Town hall style debates where anybody in the district could get in front of Melissa Bean and I and ask both of us any question they wanted to ask us, without any media filter and without any partisan filter. That was over a month ago. I have not heard boo from Melissa Bean since. The League of Women Voters. There will be the first forum with the League of Women Voters tomorrow, Saturday in Barrington, and another one in Palatine a week later. To date, Melissa Bean hasn't even responded to the League of Women Voters to appear and debate me. It's so important, and I got to emphasize this. I've been campaigning for a year now. I've had people come up to me every single day and ask me questions about healthcare, and ask me questions about jobs and the state of the economy. And I've had people every day tell me that they've asked Melissa Bean these questions and she will not answer them. Instead, she's resorted to robocalls that we're all sick of. She's put on a few by invitation paid events where people can come speak with her. And she's done these teletown halls where she tends to mute people if she's asked a question she doesn't like. That's not right. Moving forward, here's what the Walsh campaign is going to do no matter what Melissa Bean does. We are going to move forward with these town hall debates. 2 to 3 times before this election, we're going to put 300 to 400 voters in the 8th in a big old room, and they're going to get in front of Melissa Bean and myself and Bill Schur, who's the Green Party candidate. They're both invited to join us. And if Melissa Bean does not show, I'm still going to be there with 300 to 400 voters to answer questions on healthcare and jobs in the economy. We will put out a schedule of these town hall debates on Monday. We're going to invite both candidates. We're going to stay after Melissa Bean. We are also going to ask voters in this district and the media to ask Melissa Bean why she will not get in front of voters. I'm going to ask each and every one of you, send letters to the editor, to the Daily Herald, to the Chicago Tribune, to the Northwest Herald. Call your local TV stations. It is not right for anybody to expect to go to Washington if they can't answer a simple question about why you voted for Obamacare. That's just not right. you've heard me say this as I close a number of times. She knew, Melissa Bean knew, that most people in this district did not want her to vote for Obamacare. She knew that was a bad piece of legislation. But you know what? What ticks off people in this district even more is Melissa Bean never got in front of the voters before that vote. She never held an open town hall. And then since that vote, she has to this day never openly explained that vote. Folks, I don't care what party you are. You cannot expect to go back to Washington if you're not going to get in front of your voters and answer simple, direct questions. This is too important. There's too much at stake. She knows it. Respectfully, she cannot run and hide and expect to be sent back to Washington, and we won't let her. Thank you all for coming out. Stay after her. I'm going to ask the media, stay after her. Ask her why she won't debate Joe Walsh. And if you can hear me, and to her staff up there, we've sent you an invitation. We resubmitted the invitation. Get back to us either way. Come join us, and let's get in front of the folks in the 8th District. Thank you. We will actually, for a third time, go upstairs when we're done here and submit the invitation to Melissa Bean one more time. I'd be happy to answer any questions anyone might have. Yes.
Are you going to have a more modest office than Melissa Bean?
The question was what type of office I might have if I'm fortunate enough to represent you in Washington. We were talking about that on the way down here. I despise this. I can guarantee you, I want to have a store. As your congressman, I will have offices that will be very accessible. I love the notion of storefront offices, a few of them all over the district. Yes. Always, always.
Where will you be tomorrow?
Tomorrow I will be in Barrington. I've accepted the League of Women Voters invitation to come debate. Bill Schur, the Green Party candidate, will be there. He's accepted the invitation. Melissa Bean has not. But let me tell everybody, Melissa Bean has made it a habit the last couple of months of showing up in certain places without giving any warning. She clearly does not want people to know when and where she's coming out. So there could be every expectation, folks, that Melissa Bean might show up in Barrington tomorrow at 4 o'clock, and we'll make sure to put out word. So I'd encourage you all to come out, because man, oh man, if we're lucky enough to see her in public, we've got to ask her some questions. So she still may show up tomorrow, but as of yet, she has not at all committed. It's at 4 o'clock at the Barrington Public Library. Actually, 3:45, I believe.
That's on 14, isn't it?
It's on Route 14 in Barrington, the Barrington Public Library. And I'll be there. I will not miss any opportunity to get in front of the voters. And I would encourage...
Yeah!
I would encourage all of you here, give her office a call today. Send a letter to the editor today. Tell your friends to ask Melissa Bean when and where she'll debate Joe Walsh. It's just too important. Yes, ma'am.
I have been calling Melissa Bean's office for the past year. I've been asking for office, especially during the whole debate on the healthcare bill, when she was going to appear at a town hall, when she was going to have different functions, so I could actually get there to ask her. And not only does her office say things like, I don't have her schedule, I don't know. I mean, they just go on and are very
I have this quaint little notion that if I go to Washington, I work for you all. Because yesterday they